The story of Lot's daughters is not a standalone tale. It is deeply intertwined with the broader saga of their family and their journey. It's woven into the fabric of a larger narrative, one that begins with Abraham, Lot's uncle, a central figure in biblical history. Abraham, following God's call, left his home in Ur and journeyed to Canaan, a land promised to him and his descendants. Lot, his nephew, accompanied him on this arduous journey, sharing in the trials and tribulations. As their flocks grew, tensions arose between their herdsmen, leading to inevitable conflicts over resources. Abraham, a man of peace and wisdom, proposed a separation to maintain harmony. He offered Lot the first choice of land, a gesture of generosity and foresight. Lot, his gaze drawn to the fertile plain of Jordan, chose the region of Sodom, enticed by its apparent prosperity. Little did he know his choice would lead him and his family toward a devastating fate, one that would test their faith and resilience. Sodom, though prosperous, was a city consumed by wickedness, a place where moral decay was rampant. Its people had turned away from God, embracing a life of sin and depravity, ignoring the divine laws. Lot, despite his righteous upbringing and moral compass, found himself living in the midst of this moral decay, struggling to maintain his integrity. His story serves as a timeless reminder of the seductive nature of comfort and the difficult choices we face in a world filled with temptation and moral challenges. God, witnessing the rampant wickedness of Sodom and Gomorrah, saw the corruption and moral decay that had taken over these cities. He decided to destroy these cities. However, he remembered Abraham and his promise to protect him and his kin, honoring the covenant made with his faithful servant. 2 angels were dispatched to warn Lot and his family, giving them a chance to escape the impending doom. The angels urged Lot to flee, warning him not to look back, emphasizing the urgency and danger of the situation. Lot hesitated, clinging to the familiarity of his life in Sodom, torn between his past and the uncertain future. The angels, seeing his reluctance, took his hand and the hands of his wife and daughters, leading them out of the city with divine urgency. As they fled, Lot's wife, overcome with curiosity or perhaps longing for the life she left behind, looked back at the city. She was instantly turned into a pillar of salt, a stark reminder of the consequences of disobedience. Lot and his daughters, heartbroken but alive, escaped the fiery destruction that consumed Sodom and Gomorrah, their hearts heavy with loss. Their escape, though miraculous, left them deeply scarred, the memories of their lost home haunting them. They had lost their home, their possessions, and a wife and mother. The pain of their loss etched deeply into their souls. The world they knew was gone, reduced to ashes and smoke, a desolate landscape where once vibrant cities stood. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah left Lot and his daughters utterly alone. They sought refuge in a cave, clinging to each other for comfort and survival in a world that seemed to have crumbled around them. It was in this desolate state, surrounded by the echoes of destruction, that a new fear took root in the hearts of Lot's daughters. They were the last of their family, the only survivors of a lineage facing extinction. Their isolation was profound. There were no other cities mentioned, no other survivors, no potential husbands to continue their line. Their fear, born from the trauma of their experience and the cultural imperatives of their time, drove them to a desperate and controversial act. Their story, though difficult to comprehend through a modern lens, highlights the brutal realities of ancient times where survival, both personal and familial, often trumped societal norms. Lot's daughters, driven by their fear of extinction, devised a desperate plan to ensure their survival. They believed that without husbands, they were destined to die childless, their family line extinguished forever, leaving no legacy behind. In their eyes, their father, Lot, was their only hope to continue their lineage. One evening, they gave Lot wine, intoxicating him to the point of unconsciousness, rendering him unaware of his surroundings. The eldest daughter then lay with him, and he, unaware of her actions, conceived a son with her. They repeated this act the following night with the younger daughter, ensuring both sisters would bear children. This passage, found in Genesis chapter 19, verses 30 to 38, states, "And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. From these unions 2 sons were born, Moab, father of the Moabites, and Ben-Ami, father of the Ammonites, each founding their own nations. These 2 nations would become both allies and adversaries to the Israelites in the centuries that followed, shaping the region's history through their interactions and conflicts. Subscribe, like, and share.